Why did Christ tell Peter, "Get thee behind me, Satan"? Who was Christ talking to? Peter felt weak in his emotions. Christ said, "Get thee behind me, Satan." So who was Christ talking to? Was he talking to Peter, or was Christ talking to the spirit that he knew that overtook Peter through an emotion? So who was Jesus talking to? Peter got weak in emotion, and Satan was able to jump in, knowing that Christ was going to use Peter to establish his church, to establish a ministry that would destroy him and his kingdom. The gates of hell shall not prevail against you. So Christ was showing Peter not to fall weak or get too emotional, because this is when Satan will jump in and use you. And not only that, he corrected Peter when he was in defense of Christ. He said, "Get thee behind me, Satan," because it was the Most High's will that Christ would die. Christ came upon this earth to face the cross. So Peter, he was trying to stop Christ from dying, and it was because of his emotions. Peter loved Christ. He didn't want to see Christ die. So Christ said to Peter, "Get thee behind me, Satan." Did he get offended by Christ's words? Absolutely not. Christ was setting Peter straight. He was dealing with that spirit that came through an emotion. And once Christ said, "Get thee behind me, Satan," Satan had to move from the outside of Peter, and Peter caught himself and realized that his emotions had taken hold of him. So this teaches us that we have to be very careful not to be caught in an emotion, because that can hinder the will of God for our lives. This is why the Bible teaches us to walk in the Spirit and not after the flesh, to fulfill the lust of the flesh. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe to the channel. Be blessed always.